efficacy of cashew nut shell extract as biological termiticide relative to preservation of wood. Wood is one of the most abundant and versatile building materials widely utilized by humans. It is commonly used for wooden structural houses, wooden constructions, and timber products. Unfortunately, this raw material is prone to degradation due to microbial attack, exposure to direct sunlight, and variety of organisms, including termites. Termites can feed on wood for 24 hours a day without even resting, thus causing a wide termite infestation. As a matter of fact, termites cause estimated losses of $22 billion annually across the globe.
According to the Philippine Statistics Authority, 18.1% of the occupied housing units with outer walls were made of wood in 2010, with 25% infested by termites. Although in the Philippines, the total financial losses of wood termite infestation are unknown. UDIN on 2002 estimated that the annual damage cost is about $8 to $10 million.
Termite pestilence often happen in the Philippines due to its tropical climate and highly relative humidity. Although wood can be protected by wood preservatives, some are made out of chemicals that are harmful to environment and is very expensive. To solve this issue, me and my team came up with an environmentally sustainable and low-cost cashew nut shell extract approach.
Cashew or Anacardium occidentale L is locally known as kasoy. It is one of the most important nut crops in the Philippines, with Bataan as one of the key producers. Cashew nut shell extract consists of phenolic compounds with aliphatic side chains. These are anarcogic acid, accounting for 70%, cardinol for 5%, and cardol for 18%. CNS extract also has bacteriostatic, antibiotic properties, and antioxidative characteristics. Given this, cashew nut shell extract has a wide range of applications: anti-corrosive surface coatings, friction particles, diesel, as well as biological pesticide and biological fertilizer.
This study, it will make and extend the use of cashew nut shell extract as a biological termiticide concerning preservation of wood.
This study aims to determine the potential effects of cashew nut shell extract as biological termiticide to preserve wood. Specifically, this study is seeking answers to the following questions.
Is there significant difference between the effectiveness of wood without treatment of commercial termiticide and wood with treatment in terms of the extent of the damage?
Second, is there a significant difference between the effectiveness of wood without treatment of cashew nut shell extract and wood with treatment in terms of extent of the damage?
Lastly, is there a significant difference between the effectiveness of wood treated with commercial termiticide and wood treated with cashew nut shell extract in terms of the extent of the damage?
There is a significant difference between the effectiveness of wood without treatment of cashew nut shell extract and wood with treatment in terms of the extent of the damage. There is a significant difference between the effectiveness of wood without treatment of commercial termiticide and wood with treatment in terms of the extent of the damage. There is a significant difference between the effectiveness of wood treated with commercial termiticide and wood treated with cashew nut shell extract in terms of the extent of the damage.
There is no significant difference between the effectiveness of wood without treatment of commercial termiticide and wood with treatment in terms of extent of the damage. There is no significant difference between the effectiveness of wood without treatment of cashew nut shell extract and with treatment in terms of extent of the damage. There is no significant difference between the effectiveness of wood treated with commercial termiticide and wood treated with cashew nut shell extract in terms of extent of the damage.
This study will aim to achieve the following: develop a biological termiticide through cashew nut shell extract to preserve the wood and combat termite infestations. To deal with problems involving termites. Utilize the cashew nuts with cashew nut shell extract as a biological termiticide instead of throwing it. To lessen damages in structured wood, infrastructures, buildings, establishments, and houses. To benefit and help most of the household members in our community. Here are the possible outcomes after conducting the experiment. The cashew nut shell extract can effectively prevent termites and will be able to make an alternative wood preservative. Get rid of termites using a biological termiticide that is chemical-free. It is expected that termites will not consume the wood treated with cashew nut shell extract. Since this biological product is less expensive, household members will no longer buy the expensive commercialized ones. The percentage of termite infestations will decrease. It is expected that cashew nut shell extract can be used as pre-construction termite control in commercial establishments and wooden houses.
Our team will take the steps to obtain answers for the previous questions. For the collection and preparation of the materials. Fresh cashew nuts will be harvested from the backyard of the researcher. The collected samples will be weighed and washed. The nuts will be manually cracked to separate the kernels from cashew nut shells. For the extraction of the cashew nut shell extract, 350 grams of nutshells will be air-dried for 15 days and will be extracted using a mechanical press to obtain the crude extract. The extract will be placed in a sterilized container. Let's now proceed to the experimentation of the finished product. 12 blocks of lumber of the same sizes, 2 by 2 by 12 inches, will be used in the investigation. Since the sample, 12 blocks of lumber, is homogeneous, same in sizes, the completely randomized design (CRD) is an appropriate experimental design for this research. In treatment 1, 3 blocks of lumber will be applied with cashew nut shell extract, while in treatment 2, 3 blocks of lumber will be applied with commercial termiticide Soligno. The control group will not be treated.
The data collection table for this experiment will be as follows. The blocks of lumber will be gathered after 15 days of exposure, and the area of extent of the damage will be measured to determine the efficacy of cashew nut shell extract as a biological termiticide to preserve wood. Here are the possible risks that we might encounter while conducting this experiment. Getting in touch with cashew nut shell extract without any proper health gear might cause dermatitis. Physical contact from cashew nut shell extract can irritate your skin that can cause itching, blisters, and skin rashes. The wood might get attacked by other insects. Here are the things that can be done to avoid the risk while conducting this experiment. Wear proper health gear while experimenting for your safety. Experiment in place where no one can bother you so that no one will get harmed. If you got skin rashes or radiation, apply some ointment that will help you make feel better or seek medical help.
And that is the end of our research proposal entitled The Efficacy of Cashew Nut Shell Extract as Biological Termiticide Relative to Preservation of Wood.